Welcome back, my people. I hope you are enjoying our stay over here at D's World as we commence to this new and improved death battle with Gogeta and Vegito, two of my, probably not my favorite characters in Dragon Ball, if I'm being honest, but they are very two powerful characters in Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Composed of the same people. So I'm very anxious to see what the decisive factor is. You know what I mean, Nate? Gogeta, obviously, we talked about at the dance. Boom. And then Vegito with the earrings, Potara.
Yes.
So the Potara earrings, from my knowing of the lore, give you well, originally were supposed to make you last forever. You were fused forever.
You were fused forever, and that's it.
They recently retconned that and said you had to be a Kai to be fused forever. So that was in Super. I don't know if you missed that or not. So you now get the official hour time with the Vegito thing.
Okay.
Gogeta has always been 30 minutes. They tried to do like a power scale thing. Like the more powerful you were, the less time you would get being fused.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And also, Gotenks was the first like true fusion that we saw with the dance and everything.
Yeah.
And
no doubt.
You know, seeing the trial and error that Goten and Trunks went through, learning the fusion dance and everything, and also like you had to be the same power level. You had to have the dance down perfectly. You had to do everything like by the numbers, because if you didn't, then things could wind up very, very bad.
You could be fat, or you could be very
skinny
and old,
or you could, the dance could just wind up not working, and you'd both just be like sitting on the ground. Hey, what happened?
True that.
And you see, it like I can see why, and also I can see why like the earring would be the more preferred method now that the retcons happen, because no dance involved, no fusion,
none of that.
Ha! Instead, it's just like, here you go,
just throw them on, man,
and then just. Now you're the same person.
See, it's more, and I kind of liked Forever because now it's a plot device, right?
Yeah, and that can be a bit detracting from using it as a last ditch effort.
Yeah,
as like something that is like 100% like this is forever, and it's not going away. And they sort of got around that with in the Majin Buu saga whenever they got absorbed into Majin Buu.
Yeah.
And then they got separated inside, and then Vegeta just crushed the earring. Is like, well,
we ain't doing this no more.
Exactly. It's
We're too raw.
It's like, well, damn. Okay, so.
And that's actually the point they used for the retcon, because they asked that in Super. They're like, why did we defuse in Buu? And that's what they said.
And I figured maybe it was something that Buu could control inside of him.
Like, that's what I thought.
Like he could basically split them apart, but then the clarification and all that. But which one is more powerful?
I don't know.
I've heard both. I've heard that both are extremely powerful. Some would say Vegito's more powerful. Some would say Gogeta is more powerful. But yeah, I don't know.
Let's get started, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop in.
Let's hop in here, see what happens. I'm gonna say Vegito is a little bit stronger just off my raw knowledge, but we'll see what happens.
Let's take a look. Oh, come on. You're better than this, Nate. Every time. Every time.
Last one. Man, these things are so easy to find nowadays.
Yes! Now, with this ultimate power, I can finally conquer
Have
the
Gogeta
world!
fight Vegito!
What?
Oh, come on! It's the ultimate Dragon Ball question! Which fusion of Goku and Vegeta is stronger? Gogeta, the combo greater than legends, or Vegito, the mix who surpassed gods?
Intriguing. They are in many ways identical, yet still quite different. Though in canon, they only have a collective total of 3 brief appearances. To truly determine who would win, let's examine all of their material.
Yeah.
So that's Z, GT, Super, movies.
Pause it for a second.
Uh-huh.
I think they're going to use the universe to decide this, because I don't feel the GT universe is as big as the Super universe.
No, the Super universe, with everything that's basically been retconned out, like GT, like they basically don't even like accept that GT existed.
Yeah.
In Super, which, in my opinion, that's for the best.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
But still, the Super universe is a much more expansive and much more interesting universe than GT, and I think they will use that as the overall like measuring post for this.
Like a feat or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We'll see what happens.
Books, toys, Twitter, even all the crazy Xenoverse and hero stuff.
Hold on to your Dragon Balls.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I love these things. I do.
It's 1995 and you're at a movie theater in Japan. You're there to watch Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, and it's gonna be the most radical movie ever, dude. I mean, yeah, it was a little weird when Adolf showed up, but then it happened. Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left. They merged into a single being of amazing power, Gogeta!
Yeah!
And that would be the greatest thing 8-year-old you ever saw. Yep, you peaked at 8.
Maybe
Fun
easily.
fact, while Vegito had already debuted in the manga 2 months earlier, Gogeta was created first. After all, the movie had been in production throughout the previous year.
Two Saiyans, the proud son of royalty and the lower class champion becoming one epic powerhouse? This is the true potential of Goku and Vegeta. Easily a top 5 Dragon Ball moment. Hey, nothing beats the first time we saw Super Saiyan, but I think this comes close.
This method of
Yeah, I would say the Super Saiyan, like Goku turning Super Saiyan was probably the pivotal moment for Dragon Ball Z.
It was the most hype.
It was, because all of a sudden Krillin just gets nixed out of existence.
First time seeing Krillin die, dog. That was crazy.
Well, for us, and because here in America we got Z first, then we got Dragon Ball much later, and we didn't know about everything that had previously happened.
Oh,
but
true.
Krillin actually died previously from King Piccolo.
Yeah, that's right.
But us seeing Krillin die like that, begging for his life, and then
that's the first time we ever seen him.
No,
die.
yeah. And not only that, but just like
Dragon Ball watchers were already used to watching Krillin die. That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Which me and Chad have talked about this. Just Dragon Ball Z was meant for teenagers and meant for, a more serious audience. Had its comedic moments, but it was more serious.
No doubt.
Dragon Ball, on the other hand, was definitely more like comedic oriented, especially during its early phases, especially with Master Roshi. Master Roshi is hilarious in Dragon Ball.
The woke culture can't handle Master Roshi.
Fuck them, dude. Fuck
Facts.
them. Why should we give a shit
We
what
don't.
they say?
We don't.
Why? Why should we care? I don't. I could care less what any of them have to say. Because let's be honest, it's a comedic character who is being exploited for comedy.
Yeah,
he exists for comedy purpose. You don't have to like what he does, but 9 times out of 10 he gets his comeuppance.
Oh yeah, man.
And
I love Master Roshi.
I do too.
Probably one of my favorite characters. Top 3.
Yeah,
Top 3.
He's awesome.
Seeing him in the Tournament of Power was amazing.
Yes. All right. Anyway, back to this.
Fusion was taught to Goku by the Metamorphs, a mysterious alien people who we never actually see.
But I'd guess they like wearing crop tops with inflatable shoulder pads. Anyway, when Goku taught this fabled technique to Goten and Trunks, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
This is the Fusion Dance. On top of an incredibly precise movement routine, this technique requires both parties to match power levels in order to fuse successfully. A literal personification of the phrase, only as strong as the weakest link.
It's pretty easy to screw up, trust me. But if you nail it, you're the baddest mother effer on the planet.
Though not part of mainline canon, Goku and Vegeta first used this to battle Janemba, a demon basically composed of essence of evil. Probably smells like cats. Gogeta defeated him in less than 2 minutes. 20 years later, Gogeta would become canon to conquer one of the most dangerous entities in the multiverse, Broly.
Obviously, Gogeta's super powerful, but I think his most underappreciated skill is how he comes up with awesome attack names. like the Big Bang Kamehameha, Stardust Fall, Meteor Explosion, and the ultimate villain killer, Stardust Breaker.
This movie is
Fancy
fucking
looking attack
amazing.
that completely obliterates all traces of evil within a target.
That's how it took out Janemba in one shot. The guy was literally made of evil. Or cats.
Weirdly enough, this is similar to Devilman's Devil Might Be, which causes the evil within a person to explode and...
Oh, you mean Spike? That guy's hilarious. Which obscure character are you gonna reference next? Icarus? Sour Man? General Rildo? Oh man, that guy's just one letter off from General Dill.
Over the
Dear
years,
God, Boomstick, leave it alone.
has achieved the empowered forms of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, and even Super Saiyan 4 in his battle against Omega Shenron.
Oh.
Super Saiyan 4 is a totally unique branch of transformation. Instead of using Divine Ki like Super Saiyan God, it taps further into Goku and Vegeta's Saiyan bloodline, giving them fuzzy red fur and teen
That was
goth
always
eyeshadow.
Goku has
that was always the dopest transformation to me. Was
I
Pharaoh,
liked
bro.
it. I liked it, but at the same time, it's one of the things from GT I will say was
The most accepted.
Also some of the stuff they did with Baby Vegeta, like that.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff was really good. But this transformation, I wouldn't mind accepting it as canon.
See,
I wouldn't.
I was on some stuff with this transformation. It just seemed like the true form of a Saiyan to me. Like he should look ape-like.
Like the prime form
Yeah,
with the
he
tail
should
and
be
the fur
primal,
and
yeah.
the more primal like eye like
It
around
creates
the eyes
that
and everything.
alien scape more for me because he looks so
I
human.
can see that. I can
know what I'm
see
saying?
it.
has also claimed this form increases a Saiyan's inherent aggression, though you wouldn't know it with Gogeta. He basically becomes Dragon Ball's Bugs Bunny, reveling and messing around with his foe any way he can.
Until the fusion runs out. That's right, the fusion dance has a time limit of 30 minutes. This can be reduced even more if Gogeta uses up a lot of energy. Against Omega Shenron in GT, he split apart after about 10 minutes.
Just more evidence that the amount of power Gogeta possesses is enormous.
Ridiculous.
Even repeatedly
Yeah.
striking Broly so hard that the boundaries between dimensions shattered like glass wasn't enough to burn through his time. Hell, he was only in Super Saiyan 1 when he did that. After going blue, Broly didn't stand a chance. Based on earlier in the film, Whis' reaction even implies that Gogeta could possibly take on Beerus.
In Dragon Ball Heroes, Gogeta
And that's
continues
something.
to
That is
prove he's
something.
one of the multiverse's S-tier fighters. He even defeated the Crimson-masked Super Saiyan Rose Full Power Goku Black and Ultimate God Slayer Hearts the Godhead. you know, those guys.
And two Gogetas together could take on Fu.
Just
Who?
Fu. After all
This is that Dragon Ball Heroes shit.
Dark King Fu, the artificial bio-android demon mutant. He has Saiyan, Namekian, Earthling, Majin, and Eternal Dragon DNA.
Is this fan fiction?
Hearts the God
No.
Bringer claimed
It's
Fu could become an
unbelievable.
entity akin to Zeno, that little blue baby who can erase a multiverse with a thought.
But these Gogetas achieved even stronger forms than before. One was in Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, the boosted form Vegeta achieved during the Tournament of Power. The other was Super Saiyan 4, but not just any Super Saiyan 4. He was Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker.
What?
I think my tongue is permanently twisted now.
These two
Yes.
forms fighting side by side implies that, at least in this iteration, both are similar if not equal in power.
Gogeta's so cool. And there are tons of people who think he'd win this matchup.
In Weekly Jump issue 28 from 1995, the fusion dance was stated to unify Goku and Vegeta's spirits and draw out their power to the max. As long as a fight with Vegito lasts less than 30 minutes, the magazine says Gogeta should win.
And in the video game Raging Blast, there's a what-if scenario where Gogeta beats Vegito in a sparring session. But he was about to run out of energy, so maybe it could have gone either way.
Though with his power and skill, it's unlikely any opponent would push Gogeta to his limits. Two of the greatest warriors in history merged together as one. What more could you want as a fan?
Yeah.
And what more could you fear as a foe?
Yeah.
But I wonder which Gogeta they're gonna go with. Are they gonna go with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? I mean, I
There's
don't know.
two different scales, right?
Yeah, I don't know which one they're gonna go with for the final battle.
I mean, they pulled out that Dragon Ball Heroes shit. They just might combine all that shit.
Who knows? We'll see.
It's the spring of 1995. A demonic
This
menace
artwork
to
is just
consume
the
world in
best.
chaos.
Toriyama, dude.
God, it's the best.
Toriyama's original artwork for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z just it's iconic. You can't get around it. It's some of the best you'll ever see. Like you see anything in that artwork style, and you're immediately like Toriyama.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left: fusion. They used one of their most incredible techniques to become a merged being of unimaginable power. Does this sound familiar?
But there wasn't time to teach Vegeta an awkward dance routine he'd ultimately despise. Instead, they used the Potara.
Only the gods themselves could rock bling like this. That's right, the Potara earrings come from the Kais, the gods that supervise the universes.
By placing one earring on each person's opposite ear, the Potara forcibly fuses the two beings together. No power level matching required. In this case, Goku and Vegeta fuse to become Vegito.
Okay, seriously, Vegito? Couldn't they have a better name?
It's not that bad. And remember, Fusion Reborn started production well before Toriyama penned Vegito's first appearance.
So, Toei called dibs on the better name, huh? But still,
yeah. Well, Vegito is literally just Vegeta, but with an O at the end.
Yeah.
Whereas Gogeta is literally Goku. Is half Goku, half Vegeta.
No doubt.
So I think Gogeta's a better name, but I don't know. Vegito. I think Vegito could work if it were Vegiku.
Vegito would be better.
Vegiku or I know they had another one here. Vegerat.
I don't like that.
I don't either. It sounds like a bio-compost company that just like all the spare vegetables you don't want. Oh, we'll just throw them in a pit here and make them rot. Vegerat.
Shouldn't it be like Vegiku? Not like
There
that.
you
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Much better either. White Vegito.
It makes more sense in Japanese. Vegito is formed from the first half of Vegeta and the latter half of Kakaroto. This is why news media actually translated it to Vegerat.
Oh, that one sucks too.
Yes.
Okay, bored now. Let's talk about how he blows shit up real good.
Vegito has numerous techniques that are entirely his own, many of which are, fittingly, perfect combinations of Goku and Vegeta's signature moves, such as the Final Kamehameha, formed like Vegeta's Final Flash, but fired like Goku's Kamehameha wave. He's got a Spirit Sword, the Saiyan Shield, and the Banshee Blast. Which, no, it's not the ghost attack you're thinking of.
With Goku and Vegeta's powers combined, Majin Buu was no match. Super Vegito was so friggin' powerful that even being turned into candy didn't slow him down.
That shit was amazing.
That was awesome.
His level of
Open
power
wide.
ascended to such an impressive degree that he was capable of effectively ignoring having his matter entirely
I love that one there too. Literally shot through the back of his head and blew the tendril off the top of his dome.
And his DNA eradicated. He continued on as the incredible fighting Candy.
No mouth, no brains, no organs of any kind, and he still kept slapping around that big pink ass.
Phrasing,
yeah.
This is similar to how Vegeta overpowered Babidi's mind control, or how Goku broke through Hit's time skip with Kaioken.
That was amazing too.
Yeah.
Basically anything a weaker one.
That was probably the most hype I've been for Dragon Ball since its return. Was this fight.
Yeah. The super blue Kaioken is just like.
Yeah, that's what brought me back officially. Yeah, that's what brought me back officially.
The Super Candy is a pretty extreme example.
But Vegito's a pretty extreme guy, even for the Dragon Ball multiverse. He later got that godly blue hairspray and beat the crap out of merged Zamasu, a double deity. Like a fusion dick measuring contest, but not at all close.
Though similar to his dancing counterpart, Vegito's time ran out after he overtaxed himself.
Which was kinda weird. Back in the day, they said these Potara fusions were permanent. Turns out it's only permanent for Supreme Kais. Vegito's form can last up to 1 hour before splitting apart, but can be shortened severely if he goes full tilt. In the manga, Vegito formed after Zamasu fused and split apart when they expected fused Zamasu to have 20 minutes left, meaning he cut his time down to 40 minutes at most, though in the anime it was way less since he tried to quickly overpower Zamasu with a single attack.
The Potara have their own set of rules. Unlike the fusion dance, this form is maintained by the power of the earrings, not the fusers themselves. As such, destroying the earrings ends the fusion.
And if you slap the Potara
there you go.
while
That's
in
what's
a
going to
Super
happen.
Saiyan form, you
Yeah.
can't.
that is something that is a weakness that can be exploited very easily by Gogeta.
Yeah.
Because it's just power, power use that is the Achilles heel of Gogeta, but Vegito, the earring, bing.
Yeah, it can't sustain the power.
Exactly. Yeah, so, yeah, that's...
Power down while fused. So if Goku and Vegeta aren't careful, they can find themselves draining power when they don't need to. But surprise, Vegito's got into his own Super Dragon Ball Hero shenanigans, and he's got the full power Red Fur 2.
What?
Look, Wiz, I think I'm having deja vu.
Aside from Fu, he's
Here we go
heavy-hitting
again.
threats to the multiverse like Cumber and Mechikabura.
And just like with Gogeta, there's plenty of people who think Vegeta would win this fight.
Daizenshus 4 and 7, basically two Dragon Ball encyclopedias, claim that the Potara fusion is superior to the fusion dance.
Old Kai said this too, that the Potara provide a greater effect.
Though they both may be referring to what was believed at the time to be a permanent fusion. Not having to worry about overspending your time limit would certainly be a greater effect if it were true.
But hey, there's nothing that can get in the way of Vegito's awesome power. Gods and demons alike are no match. When there's no one strong enough to save the day, then perhaps two will do.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
Man, final
All right,
final verdict.
We've run the data
Let's
through
see.
all possibilities.
Hear my wish, Eternal Dragon. It's time for a death battle!
I think Gogeta is going to exploit the earrings.
You think he's going to exploit them?
I think so. Because,
Go ahead.
Because I think that's really the only Achilles heel that I can think of. Because you break one of the earrings, that's it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know how much they're going to apply the quote-unquote multiplier we just heard about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know
the
either.
Kai applying, like saying it's more powerful than that fusion. I don't know if they're going to apply that or not.
So, and this is the other thing too. I would love to see the winner of this go up against Superman.
That's what I was going to say.
Because they've already done it twice, and Goku has lost twice.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if you have both of them combined, and they can literally break the fabric of reality.
That's got to take out Superman, right?
Potentially. I don't know. Because there's so much ridiculousness.
Well, maybe we should do Doomsday and say fuck Superman.
Yeah.
And just take out the person who killed Superman.
Yeah, let's try that. Or I don't know. There's so many different things that they could do with this combination of like who is truly the strongest.
I think Gogeta and Vegito would wax a lot of folk, but
I
for
think
this
so, too.
battle, I think I gotta go with you, man. I think Gogeta is somehow gonna break the earrings. If I'm wrong, I will hold the L.
I will too, and that's the thing about it. Well, I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop in. Here we go.
What is this madness? Whoa, Vegeta! Am I really that much taller than you?
Stop it, Kakarot!
You... Shun...
And here we go.
Yeah, we're in here now. Looks good.
Oh yes. I just went right into Super Saiyan.
I like the setting.
I do too. Fighting amongst the great dragon in the sky.
Yeah.
Over top of Kami's lookout.
Want to kick it up a notch? Sure. But how about some variety?
Oh, they're going all in on. Damn.
Yeah, they just brought him into it.
Ooh, there goes the lookout.
Snake Way.
Oh, damn.
My
Oh, the tail. Exploiting the tail. Ooh!
Oh, here we go.
They both went blue. Oh, there goes the fabric of reality.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fighting in front of Kame House now.
When is time going to become a factor in this?
Don't know.
Gotcha!
Damn.
Yeah, right.
Now they're in the time chamber.
Guess it's now or never.
There's no evil in them. Why do I feel we
Breaker?
picked the wrong one, Nate?
Ooh! Dragon Fist?
Yeah. What the hell, man?
Dude.
Is it death?
Ah!
They got us, dog.
Damn it!
Too much energy.
Damn it!
Man,
I'm
that
holding
was
the L.
epic. Totally worth the win.
holding it.
Oh, I guess we probably could have solved a lot of world
holding
problems with that.
I suppose world domination can wait another year. This fight was incredibly close. Nope, seriously, how could it not be? They're almost exactly the same person.
With a few minor differences here and there, like signature attacks. Neither Vegito nor Gogeta had one single power that provided an absolute edge over the other.
Except perhaps Vegito's longer time limit, though it's not so clear-cut. Both have overtaxed their energy quick enough to end their fusions in less than 10 minutes. Time isn't the only factor, but also whatever is maintaining each fusion. Gogeta's body and Vegito's earrings. It's possible Vegito's power can actually drain the Potara faster than Gogeta's does his own body.
Still, it's twice the time, and that definitely gave Vegito more flexibility and strategy. So more often than not, it's safe to say Gogeta would run out of juice first.
Also, when Vegito or Gogeta diffuse from power overuse, it's typically difficult for them to immediately fuse again due to that lack of energy.
But Vegito had another one over Gogeta. No matter what, he'd always have a very slight power advantage. Remember how the fusion dance requires the fusers to match their power levels? Well, the Potara don't need that.
Goku doesn't need to match Vegito's slightly lower power levels, so there's nothing stopping Vegito from combining the full sum of their parts.
Ah, poor Vegeta. You'll get your day in the sun one day, buddy. Oh, who am I kidding?
This might be what Old Kai was referring to when he said the Potara had a greater effect.
But hey, could Gogeta have destroyed the earrings? Nope. He would have had to be able to overpower Vegito first, like how Goku could only destroy Kefla's earrings after he reached Ultra Instinct.
Remember, when comparing levels of power,
That shit was hype too.
greater one
Yeah.
can overrule almost
Oh, dude. The music kicking in for Ultra Instinct, I was like, ooh.
What? I
What
thought he
is
killed
this?
her when he hit her with
the
it.
weaker one.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought he killed her.
The earrings likely tend to be protected by the user's ki aura, similar to their clothing.
The only time we've ever seen Potara damaged or specifically targeted are when the wearer is overwhelmed or in a vulnerable state. If any stray ki blast could destroy them, we'd have a lot more broken earrings by now.
Lastly, there's some
Great
to
point.
their
Great
personalities.
point.
In their first
Yeah.
appearances, Vegito seemed rather cocky and playful against Boo, whereas Gogeta was far more deliberate against Janemba, and thus far more successful. However, these are not core personality traits, and assuming so would be inconsistent with Vegito's serious fight with Zamasu and Gogeta's more brash fights with Broly and Omega Shenron. Context is key. As far as personality and mental ability goes, Gogeta and Vegito are practically identical. In the end, Vegito's higher power level, no matter how slight it was, made a big difference in protecting and maintaining his longer, more flexible time limit.
Gogeta was gonna need meta more than that to beat Vegito. Sorry, Wiz, I know that pun was Potarable.
Wait, shut up. Earth's Dragon Balls get 2 wishes, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shenron, I wish for you to fuse me and Wiz.
What? Oh, no.
Oh God.
The winner is Vegito.
Oh, great.
Thanks for watching. And
See who's next.
let's see what you picked.
Oh, God. Bill Cipher?
Yeah.
Bill Cipher versus Discord, and Alex Mercer versus Cole McGrath. Very nice.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, this was. I gotta say, this is pretty hype.
I like this one, man. They got us on a technicality again. This was a kind of a hard one to call. You know what I mean? They wanted us to believe that we could break the earrings. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of fell for that trap. But as I said, I'm gonna hold this L.
Yeah, I'll hold it too.
I'll hold it, and
that's just what it is.
I'll remember Vegito's dominance for the future.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I think we need to see Superman versus Vegito, or
because it's been too long since we've had this battle. When was the hold up? Superman versus Goku.
9 years ago.
Well, no, 7 years ago was the second one, and this one was closer because it was the first form of Super Saiyan God, the red-haired form.
Okay.
But now there's the blue form, Ultra Instinct, and everything else.
If they do one now, they're not going to be happy till Goku wins. Let's be real.
No, even then, people are going to be pissed because the Superman fandom is it. You'd be surprised.
It's just
how
as strong.
Dedicated they are.
It's just as strong.
Well, not as strong, but I will say
they're diehard, Nate.
They are diehard, but the fandom's not as big as like Dragon Ball.
I
but
guess.
Well, it's.
I don't know.
Here's what I had to. Well, I had something very interesting to be pointed out. I've been to multiple comic book shops around this area,
right?
And it's true basically almost everywhere you go. You look at the cornerstones of like American comic books. You look at Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. You look at all them. Usually, the Batman section is huge.
Facts. Now, Batman's blown both of them out the water.
Well,
maybe
the Spider-Man section as well is also very prominent. It's been a common thing that ever since I think the 70s and 80s, but Superman has just been very slowly whittling away in terms of popularity, and I'm not sure why that is.
Nobody knows how to write them. Nobody knows how to write them.
Sad but true.
It's the same thing that's going on with Captain America. Nobody knows how to write Captain America. And it's just a shame, bro.
It is, but what are you going to do? I mean, these comic book companies are, for the most part, have their head up their own ass, and they just want to pretend like they know what's best. And, you know, if you don't like it... Well, here's what they say. It's like, they always say, don't like it, don't read it. And when people don't read it, they're just like, wow, can you believe all these people out here who are just horrible people?
You can't win.
No, you can't.
I thought the customer was always right. You know what I'm saying?
Well...
That's what I grew up on.
Well, yeah, I did too. And here's what I've discovered though. It's not about if the customer's right. It's about we want to we aren't writing for the people now. We're writing for the people in the future. So that way people will look back on our stuff and be like, wow, they were so ahead of their time. They were this and they were that. It's like, no, people are gonna look back on your stuff and be like, wow. They were really trying to pander to this one group over here really, really hard, and it failed so bad.
Man, I hope that's the case. I do, man, because I definitely sense the same energy, man. They're trying to get this shit normalized to where people will come in and just be more accepting of it. It's just like, bruh, this is trash.
No, and that's why you look at shit like Rippaverse that just takes off in terms of its popularity because they aren't trying to pander. They're just trying to tell a good story. And when you say this to people, when you say, "Oh, I just want a good story," there's like, how can you be so ass backwards? I'm like, it's ass backwards to want a good story.
You know what I mean?
It's ass backwards to want something that has some substance to it. That I can actually find myself relating to and find myself just being like, damn, this is really good.
Facts.
Instead, no, it's like, so I have to accept this, or I'll be branded as all these. I'll be branded as all these horrible names.
You're what are they calling them? What are they calling anti-LGBT cats?
Well, anti everything, dude. It's just they come up with every epithet in the book that's just going to talk mad shit about it, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it, because just like, if you don't like this character, you're anti this. You don't like this character, you're anti that. You don't like this character, you're anti this. Like,
well,
it's best just to not like anything. It's best just to be like apathetic about everything. It's
robot.
Yeah, it's like,
let people think for you.
Yeah, exactly. Let people think for me. You know, write reviews for me. Pretend like they know me and know what I want and what I like. Whatever. I relate to that. Anyway, yeah, this death battle was a lot of fun though.
That was great, man. I appreciate everybody that came through to hang out with me and Nate, man. Nerd out a little bit. I'm a huge Dragon Ball nerd, man. And man, petition for the Superman battle or whatever. And petition for more good content. Demand great content out here.
Yes.
Don't buy that bullshit. But until the next time, yo, Big Nate.
D's World.
Hey, we out, baby. Peace.
Regenerated, my own hip hop, nothing to play with. The vision to God, powerful paces. All alone won't stop, perfect my goal. Hey yo, regenerated, my own hip hop.